What's up, everyone? Welcome to the November 2nd edition of the NBA Injury Report brought to you by BetMGM. I'm your host, Adam Scherer. You can follow me on Twitter at ShipMyMoneyDFS. And we have a 10-game NBA slate with a lot of pending news to talk about. But first, we do have a new offer from BetMGM. Click the link below, sign up, make an account, make a deposit, and place your first wager on BetMGM. You will get up to a $100,000, not a $100,000, a $1,000 risk-free bet from BetMGM. You'll also get 2 months of Stokastic Plus Platinum. So again, click the link in the description below, sign up, make a deposit, make a real money wager, and you will get up to a $1,000 risk-free bet in addition to 2 months of Stokastic Plus Platinum. Now, taking a look at the injury report, starting with the Atlanta Hawks, Onyeka Okongwu is questionable tonight. It may not seem relevant since he isn't really a DFS option as the Hawks backup center, but if he's out, it should help to solidify playing time for Clint Capella, and it's also likely to increase the production for John Collins because there's a good chance that Collins would get some backup center minutes that he has not been getting this year. In the past, those have been extremely productive minutes for him. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, Darius Garland is questionable. He had a full practice yesterday, so it seems likely that he's good to go. That will move either Karis LeVert or Dean Wade back to the bench. It'll make neither of them look very appealing. It also should pull down Donovan Mitchell's projection. Mitchell still has a high ceiling. He's still a really good player, but Garland is likely to cut into Mitchell's usage and assist percentages. Garland himself will have to keep an eye out for a potential minutes limit. If we don't hear anything, I'm expecting we get close to full run from him, and he would look like a reasonable DFS option himself. For the Chicago Bulls, Zach LaVine is questionable. He did play yesterday. He isn't expected to play back-to-backs, so I'm not expecting him to play, but he's on the injury report as questionable for right now. If he is out, it does open the door for more minutes for Alex Caruso, more minutes for Kobe White if he's able to play, potentially more minutes for Goran Dragic. Kobe White, as I just alluded to, is questionable. If LaVine does play and White is out, then we can expect a similar rotation to yesterday where Ayo Dosunmu played a few more minutes. Goran Dragic got to 20 minutes off the bench. If both LaVine and White are out, Dosunmu should play a lot of minutes. Alex Caruso should play into the mid-30s, and you could certainly see 20 minutes or so from Goran Dragic, if not a little bit more. And Andre Drummond is also questionable here. If he is out, it solidifies Nikola Vucevic's minutes. We've seen him play into the mid-30s without Drummond. That would likely continue. It could also open the door for more minutes for Patrick Williams. For the Toronto Raptors, Fred VanVleet is questionable after missing their last game. In that game, Koloko got the spot start. He's not really viable for DFS. You got about 20 minutes from Chris Boucher and about 18 minutes from Precious Achiuwa. Neither of them would look great for DFS, but Boucher does look decent as a better point per minute guy than Achiuwa. You also would just get more solidified workload for guys like Pascal Siakam, who's dominated the offense with or without VanVleet this year, but also Scotty Barnes, OG Anunoby, and Gary Trent Jr. For Memphis, Desmond Bane and Steven Adams are both questionable. Bane missed their last game. If he is out, it should open the door for a little bit more usage for John Morant and for Dillon Brooks. If Steven Adams is out, it paves the way for Brandon Clark to play a lot of minutes and potentially be a good value option at the forward positions. And for Portland, Josh Hart is questionable. He is priced up to $6,900 on DraftKings, but if he's out, it should open the door for more playing time for a combination of Justice Winslow and Nas Little. So to recap, the injury news that we are waiting on right now: Onyeka Okongwu, questionable for the Hawks. Darius Garland, questionable for the Cavs, but likely to play. Zach LaVine, Andre Drummond, and Kobe White, all questionable for the Bulls. Fred VanVleet, questionable for the Raptors. Desmond Bane and Steven Adams are both questionable for the Grizzlies. And Josh Hart is questionable for the Blazers.